Okay, so I want to get really vulnerable here. This is something that I have been through myself, and I have witnessed so many clients go through the same thing. And it's just like, enough. I have had enough. And I have had enough for my clients too. And it's time to freaking talk about it. I wish I could actually tag some peeps here, but here's what came up. I'm running this amazing group on teaching my signature program called the C.H.I.L.L method, and it's really teaching leaders how to freaking relax, or more to the point, how to remember how to relax. We all know how to relax. It's just that we haven't used that muscle because we've been trained from an early age that if you relax, then you're not getting your stuff done, and then you're not a good person, and blah, 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 and it goes down this complete spiral. So in the course, I am doing, really some amazing training, and the women are fantastic, and it's been a great transformation, getting a lot of good feedback. And I know there's more, and that's the thing. And that's why I got super fired up today, because I can feel the energy of each of these women holding themselves back from actually really going all in, doing what it takes to really work on themselves so that they can be the very best version of themselves. And that's really all I freaking want for people, is to just remember who you really are and come from that place of pure joy, and not worry so much about what other people think, and not worry so much about paying the bills or looking a certain way, or following the rules. Like, that's not what we're intended to do. And I know I learned that the hard way. But it just got me so fired up today, not because I'm angry, but because I'm a coach, and that's what I do, is like, I believe in you. Even when you're questioning, believing in yourself, and I can feel that energy. I can feel you questioning yourself. I've been at this game a long time, and this is what I'm really freaking good at. So I'm calling this up for my group, but I'm like, this needs to get spread out beyond just the group, right? Because like, I can't shake this feeling. This is what drives me every day. You want to die with your dreams still stuck inside you? I mean, for God's sake. I had a client last year, she had a heart attack, and she thought she was doing everything right. And it was like, oh my gosh, what a wake-up call. Thank God the universe gave her that. And it took us a year to work through her actually seeing that as her greatest gift, because it allowed her to say, I have this chance now. Like, what if that was it? And her fear wasn't even of dying. It was like, oh my God, if that was it, right? It's going to make me cry, but if that was it, I had so much more to give. I had so much more to offer. And if that was it, I shortchanged myself and the world. For what? For what? Because we're afraid of what somebody else might think of us. Oh my God, what if their political views aren't like mine? Or what if I say the wrong thing? What if I offend somebody? Are you going to go to your grave with that? Like, letting all these fears stop you, thinking you're not good enough or you're not smart enough, when you had the chance right now, here today, in this moment, to actually do the work that you love, lead your cause that burns deep inside of you, right? If you're a high achiever, then we linked up for a reason. If you're a leader, then we have energetically connected, and we were meant to be in the same space. If you aren't, that's great too. There's no judgment, and I honor that. But if you're like, ooh, I know that I have something to really contribute to the world, and I know I'm not going all in, and I know I'm not getting it out there the way I could because I am afraid, and then I layer that shit under tons of, I got to prove myself, and I got to do jobs that I hate just so I can make money. That's all fear. That's all fear. And what it does is it burns you out, and it poops you out physically. So then you get to use that as an excuse not to fully show up. So it feeds the whole downward spiral. So I'm like calling it up today, right? I've got these amazing women. I know each one of them is a leader and has something so amazing to offer the world, and the world is waiting for them to show up and do it. And it's like, are you showing up as your own purpose? Are you your purpose today? because you cannot give love to anyone else. You cannot serve anyone else. You cannot take care of any tasks. You can't make any money. None of that can happen from a tired, bloated, exhausted, malfunctioning body. From a body that's been beat down by layers of feeling the need to push and prove and hide fears and be in shame. And you know what? Just go and do for yourself. And here's one way to start to turn this around, right? If you actually want to go all in. This is a tool that I use. It has helped me, and it just helped me today. Go back. Can you remember a time in your life, maybe you were 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, where you had a big dream, and maybe you were just envisioning it like, one day my life is going to be amazing, and I'm going to do this big thing, and I'm going to eat ice cream for dinner, and all the kid stuff that you think about when you're little, and you have nothing stopping you? What if that 8-year-old version of you paid you a visit today and said, you can do this. I believe in you. This is what we were here for. Believe me. Don't believe the lies of what your mind has been feeding you all these years based on everyone else's crap. Believe me. I'm you. And I believe in you, and I know you can do it. So call that version of yourself up. Tap into that version of yourself, even if it's just for a minute. Let that version of you, that 8-year-old dreaming version of you, be with you, and then make that call. Get that fucking workout done and stop making excuses and say you don't have time. That's bullshit. Sitting on your ass for hours isn't going to get you to the next level. It's just going to get you sick. I know it. Like I know it. Like I know it. Put the good fuel in your body. Don't grab the kids and say, I don't have time. Yes, you do. You're not going to have time when you die. You got the time right now in this moment. So yeah, I'm fired up. I'm fired up today because you know what? I'm over it. Like, I'll be damned playing nicey nice, trying to lift people up all the time saying, oh, well, maybe you'll get to, schedule your workout when you're not so busy. And no, absolutely not. Okay. Your schedule needs to be built around your physiology and your needs, and everything else gets snapped into place after that. And guess what happens when you do that? You actually create so much more time. Why? Because you're a more efficient machine. You're just a better oiled, well-operating, fueled machine. You make less mistakes because you're not tired. You're not tugging around extra weight on your frame, feeling bloated and distended. You have the clarity to know, oh, wait, my body actually needs fuel right now, and I'm not ignoring it. So I'm going to feed it, and I'm also going to feed it with good nutrients because I have to perform. All right, that's what I got. If nothing else, I urge you, at some point, do the thing. Call up the 8-year-old and then go do the thing that you know is going to be the very best thing that you can do for yourself today. And when you feel the judgment come up about it, just give it some love. I understand why you're here. It's just my fear talking. But my 8-year-old version of me who believes in me, she or he knows what's right for me. And just do the thing. And that's it. Right? And it does actually get to be that easy. And then you just keep doing that, and eventually it becomes a beautiful habit that actually serves you in your highest light. If you feel like there's somebody out there that is absolutely circling the drain, please share this out with them. Like, get this out. We need to hold hands and lift each other up in this because we're all stuck in it. We're all stuck in the, I'm too busy to relax. I'm too busy to take care of myself, what I call the floating head syndrome. So if you're hurting, reach out to me. Let's talk about it, right? If you're in physical pain, you don't have to live like that. Let's make a plan, okay? I will show up. I will act as your medical advocate. If you're already suffering and dealing with conditions and you don't feel like you know the way out, well, that's what I do. That's what I do. I will come up with a plan. I will give you solutions. I will give you alternatives. I will give you answers where you feel like you don't have any. And it's not going to waste any more of your time. And you can get back to being on purpose and doing what you were called to do on this planet as a leader. So that's what I got. Peace out.